Don't score.
You grew up in Ireland. When did you realize, at what age did you realize that you were good at fighting?
Well, what age did I mean, I'm Irish. We're all good at fighting. that's that. We're all good. But I don't know. I was always, you know, society tells you growing up you should fantasize about kicking a ball and dream about that, but it didn't really interest me. I tried to maybe pretend that I was interested in it, but really kicking a ball straight into a net is pretty cool. But what happens if someone runs up behind me and hits me 2 shots into the mouth? Then it ain't so cool. So that was in my head as a young kid.
You were a paranoid young man.
I was aware. I had a self-defense mind. I was aware. Where I come from and where I grew up, you had to be aware. You had to be able to defend yourself. So that's how I got into it.
Were your parents supportive of you becoming a professional fighter?
You know, Irish mothers will support you no matter what you do. My father always jokes that I could be doing anything and my mother would still be my biggest fan, so...
Not your father, though?
My father was unaware of what the game was, what the sport was. Before me, there was no Irish man that had succeeded in the UFC. There was no one... I could not look to my mother and father and say, look at this Irish man, look at his successful fighting career, because there was no one before me, so I was the first one. I had to convince them what I was going to do. But as far as my father was concerned, it was... I was just fighting in a cage and with no career path or nothing ahead of me. So it was more worry, but I convinced them, and now here we are.
Yeah, here we are, and now you're inspiring. You've blazed a trail so that other young people in Ireland see you and go, I want to beat the out of this guy one day.
There are many young kids who are seeing the path now. There are many parents of young kids who are seeing my path and encouraging their kids into the game of martial arts. And whether the kid you put your child into martial arts or whatever, it allows them to go and conquer whatever they want to. Whether they want to conquer the fight game, they can. Whether they want to go and conquer the business game or whatever route they decide to take, training for martial arts will help them. So I am happy that I have put martial arts in the spotlight in my country and shown it for what it is, true dedication and a beautiful discipline.